Hey guys, Delman here, and I'm here to talk to you about the upcoming updates to Star Citizen and the work that has been done with new item system 2.0. So far, they've been working on a UI system that will help learn new players with a learning curve and whatnot. As you can see here, it will come up with hints and things like this, and I think that's very important. They're working on spawn points for players and things like that because, you know, there's going to be a lot of players and there needs to be a lot of spawn points. So it's important that they get the animations down and, you know, nailed down for that sort of stuff. They've been working on the mission manager as well. As you can see here, it looks glorious, and that is the new mobiGlas. I mean, doesn't look great. I mean, just look at that. It's fantastic. They've been working on NPC animations. As you can see here, the old one was a bit clunky when walking around the ship. It looked way too robotic, but they've with the new system, everything looks a lot smoother. As you can see, it's more human. It's more well, human basically. The NPCs move more like they would do if it was real life. You gotta remember, Star System's going for like really perfect realism here, but not to the extent where it's no longer fun. As you can see here, you can see the reflections from the sunlight. They've been working on the new weapons, as you can see here. The arrowhead sniper is going through its final pass as well. They've been working on takedowns, which look amazing. I mean, just look at this. You can be behind someone and bam, that's it. You just stab in the neck. They've been working on patrol reactions and stuff. Basically how the NPCs, when they're looking for you, will react when they hear something. I really love that. They're working on lighting effects for things like electrical arcs and stuff like this. As you can see here, they're working on tech for collisions when it comes to things like sparks and stuff. I really love that. That looks amazing, doesn't it? So cool. They're going on the final pass for the outside of the Levski landing kind of area, or Delmar, which looks amazing. That's the Cutlass interior damage effects, and thruster effects are finished, by the way, the new Cutlass. They're currently working on flight physics and whatnot. Doesn't that look amazing? Just look at those ships all whizzing around that station. Looks cool as hell. They're working on a final pass for more of the other weapons. As you can see here, they're working on the visual effects. They're also working on the Claws and Vonner, probably pronounced that wrong, ship weapons, which have taken a lot of inspiration from player handheld weapons. And they've also been working on these new, I think they're neutron repeaters or something. Then there's the stuff for planetary surfaces. You've got antennas, you've got water things, you got mobile radar arrays you can set up, which look great. They're working on dust, space dust, so when you're flying around it makes it more immersive and gives it a more cinematic feel. But yeah, doesn't the Gladius look great? I mean, look at that. I mean, the wingtips I never realized had that much detail on them, but I guess it's something new. But yeah, this is some new fluid tech that they're working on for a Vortex thing for the first part of the Squadron 42 campaign. It looks interesting, I'll tell you that much. Here's truck stops. They're currently working on those, and they want to make them as unique to each other as possible, whilst, you know, remaining the same, if you get what I mean. So they're not repetitive. These are going to be the stations that we stop off at to, you know, get fuel or whatever, I'm guessing, and maybe pick up stuff like cargo to sell and things like this. I'm guessing this is a, you know, where you pick up trade and you know, where you pick up crates or go to drop them off, and I really like that. It is really cool. But yeah, they've been working on the detail around the edges of the landing pads and the rear of the pads, because, you know, Star Citizen, everything has to look amazing. Now, what you're seeing on the screen here is something I really am happy to see. These are going to be emergency pods that'll be located on moons. Basically, if you crash your ship, for you to hide by inside, like, you know, an emergency bus stop, basically, where you can wait there for rescue or whatever. As you can see here, they've been working on the interiors of bases on the planet's surface, and the, you know, how the visual effects on the outside will be affected, like, by weather and stuff, and the biome. So you're not going to have a frosty looking base on a desert planet. Basically everything will adjust how it's supposed to, basically. As you can see here, the inside of the Reclaimer's reactor room is coming along nicely. The Reclaimer is a gorgeous ship. They borrowed assets from the Idris, and that's fantastic, but they're going over with a different skin to the items, so that way that it looks unique to the reclaimer, which makes sense. We don't want everything to look copy-pasted now, do we? As you can see here, derelict ships, same thing as what I was talking about with the planetary outpost sections. They will adjust to the planet's biome, so they'll look all dusty if the planet's a very desert and dry and dusty planet. As you can see here, the caterpillar looks fantastic once it's crashed and all damaged. Just look at that, doesn't that look glorious? As you can see, it's adjusted to the biomes around it. And now, as you'll see here, a RSI constellation has adjusted to the biomes around it. So basically, if you're on an ice planet, your ship will get the ship will look all frozen and stuff, and that's really cool. I'm looking forward to exploring some of these derelict wrecks and maybe finding if there's any crates or anything on board that will be of value that I can sell or, you know, do whatever with, or even just find stuff that'll maybe open up a mini story, who knows. The inside of the Gladius has gone over more work. As you can see here, the cockpit glass has been lengthened, the monitors have been moved aside, so you have a better view of the main weapon. This is for the new item system 2.0, and it looks amazing. I mean, this looks just as good as some of the concept artwork for other high-end games. But those games never went through with it. The concept artwork here is tangible stuff. This is what we're going to be able to actually see in game, and this looks amazing. I mean, this is concept level artwork level of stuff here. I've never seen a game that has been able to pull that look off in a game, and, you know, like, continue with the look and the amount of detail. But Star Citizen has always been one to push the boundaries. I mean, just look at this though. This is the new item system 2.0 system, how you'll be able to interact with the cockpit. They've been also working on how your character will basically not be all glitchy when you're moving around the ship and have more of a realistic feel. They've been working on a stamina system as well. But yeah, as you can see, the cockpit has been updated for a better view of the main gun, as I just said. But yeah, it looks glorious, doesn't it? Really cool. One of my favorite ships, the Gladius. Absolutely adore it. Yeah, the stamina system is coming along nicely. Oh, here is the landing gear for the new Hull C, the MISC Hull C. They've currently been wrapping up more work on that, and it looks great. I mean, all the ships in Star Citizen look pretty good, but this one, in my opinion, because it's a utility vessel, it's going to be used a lot for, well, it's a cargo vessel, it's going to be used a lot for shipping. It's basically an 18-wheeler in space. It looks amazing. I mean, trade is going to not only look nice, it's going to feel nice, but, you know, just have these visuals to look at when you're on a long haul is a lot nicer than staring at basically a manifesto screen all the time. I mean, this looks great. It'd be a real cinematic feel. It's great. I love Star Citizen, especially fantastic. But yeah, this looks really good. The whole sea looks absolutely glorious. I'm loving the little elevator. They've done more work to, I think this is Broken Moon, this map, with procedural asteroids or Dying Star, whatever it's called. One of those two. They've also done work to the what's it called? Star Marine maps, as you can see here. Balancing issues have also added a new way for Marines to travel to objective point B. This is the mobiGlas system that will also show your character's current status, as you can see there, your heart rate and stuff. This is character customization in terms of items and stuff. It's still in the early stages. Ish, but yeah, you'll be able to do it by mobiGlas, and that is cool, like your equipment manager. Now this is character customization in terms of your face and your visuals. This is a very basic version, so we'll be getting a hold of, but it's gonna be improved greatly to the point where you'll be able to make a very, very unique character. I'm looking forward to seeing that. That will be something to behold. So yeah, this is the trading and shipping console, and this is what it will look like when you're trading and stuff. You're about to hear some audio, so I'll be quiet for this. And that was the audio, and it sounded amazing. It sounds like an old computer kind of thing, like a very old... It sounds very Weyland-Yutani. You remember the computers aboard the escape pods, how they had that sort of clickety-clackety kind of sound? I really liked that. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. This has been a very quick wrap-up of the latest ATV, because I know a lot of you do not have the time to sit and watch something for half an hour. So you only have around 10 minutes. So in 9 minutes, or 10 minutes, depending on how long this video is, you have now been updated, you could say. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. You know the drill, commanders. Fly safe, and I'll see you in the verse.